Hi, Jared. How are you?
Hi, Sandra. I'm doing well. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on season three.
Thank
That's
you.
always exciting for a new season.
Yeah. And
Um,
how much of
yeah.
it have you seen?
What is it?
How much of it have you seen?
I've seen like the first four episodes.
Okay. Good,
Yeah,
good, good.
good, really good. I wanted to start off by asking, what can you let people know based off Harry's character this season, what he brings to the new season?
Yeah, well, this time both versions of Harry are faced with the idea that their plan is falling apart.
Yeah,
On one side of it, they they were 150 years late in starting the second foundation, so they need to do some serious catching up, which
yeah,
is the rationale behind the decision that he and Gaal make. And on the other side of it, um, that version of Harry is presented with something that he always feared, if you like, but never expected to encounter, and that is he comes face to face with the Mule. The
yeah.
Mule has the ability to destroy everything and completely upend his plan.
I agree. Um, One of my favorite parts of this show is your relationship with, or Harry's relationship with Gaal. I wanted to know your dynamic with Gaal in this show is very complex and important through the course of each season. And I wanted to know what part of this relationship between these characters do you find the most important and why?
Well, what I found satisfying about the development of their relationship this season was they're no longer sort of at odds with each other. The mistrust that exists between them has been put to bed. They've fully come to sort of recognize one another as allies. He trusts her with complete knowledge of the plan, if you like, and it's the first person that he has entirely trusted since Raish. Um, and they're properly working together as peers now. So yeah, it was. I was delighted that we got to that point and we weren't sort of rehashing old ideas from the first two seasons.
Yeah, perfect. And then I have one more question for you. Is there a specific moment this season Harry connects with you personally as a person, where you see yourself in this character?
Hopefully, I look a lot better than that when I'm older.
No, you.
Um, yeah, a specific moment. Not. I can't think of. Yeah, I don't think of anything. I mean, the other side of the Harry's sort of disembodied in a way that I would never want to be. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. One last question is, how did you approach the time jump between season two to season three, since it's like approximately like 152 years have
Yeah,
passed?
that's the thing they've done in between each season. So we did that as well between one and two, and now between two and three.
Yeah.
And I know from a storytelling point of view is what use you make of that time, and that's again largely that informed the realization that Gail and Harry have that they're not going to have enough runway to get second foundation to where they need it to be, which informs the decision that they make. And the other version of Harry has been woken up
Hmm.
right before this crisis, so he's sort of toodling along, thinking that everything is going according to plan. He gets a rude surprise.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to answer my questions.
Thank
And
you.
again, congrats on season three.
Thank you very much. Bless you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Very good. How are
Very
you?
good.
I'm good. I want to start off by saying congratulations on season three,
Oh,
Thank you.
of course. I want to start off with Lee. Jumping into this brand new season, I wanted to know, is there a different version of your character, or you're playing a different version of your character? Is there something different besides the other versions of your character that we'll see in season three besides your appearance? Because I know there's like more hair, if that makes sense.
hair.
There
That
is
is
definitely more hair.
that is well observed. And the character this season. Well, no, he's just a different person completely. Every season
Yeah.
I get to play a different Cleon, and this Cleon is, generations after the last Cleon, and a lot has happened in the galaxy since then. So he's now the Emperor of the Galaxy, but he doesn't care. He doesn't participate.
Yeah,
Doesn't
he's very chill.
He's very chill. He doesn't sit on the throne. He doesn't hang out with the other jerks in the palace. He just hangs out with his girlfriend in the garden, and they get stoned and, play with their pets.
Yeah.
And that sit in the sun and stuff. So it's a really fun place to begin the character. The story is about to go under a lot of pressure with the introduction of the Mule. So I get a kick out of a story that has a very unserious character in a very serious situation.
Yeah, there's humor in it, I love that.
I had that freedom of not caring and
Yeah.
not to care and not to carry the responsibility.
Why can't you?
Well, I'm programmed to take care of you, even though you treat me like like a little,
What?
like an object.
Well, no, we don't. We
Well,
mean,
I'm right, am I?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who watched last season would be pretty appalled to hear that from you, the way you treated me last season.
I treated you well. Okay, there were moments.
At one point, you called me a sperm.
It was such a short moment, and it's such a long time ago. You should just let go of that.
Yeah, I love that. For Laura, you play a robot, specifically an ageless robot. How is there a challenge playing this character specifically? Obviously in season 3 you're still a robot, but is there like a challenge playing a robot, like compared to a human role, if that makes sense?
Why are you laughing at me?
Sorry.
Why are you laughing at me?
Because he's not a robot.
Oh God, this is what I went through for 8 months
No.
of entering. I'm a serious being in a serious situation,
Serious
and then
robot.
enter a serious robot. Is there something you want to say? Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Don't worry about me.
No, but I love the character. It's one of my favorite characters ever that I've ever played, and I feel like every season she just gets more tangled with these questions about what makes us human, and there are moments it feels like she's more human than the humans, but at the same time it feels like she's too mechanical to be a human. But the questions that she circles are very recognizable. So I think when I kind of like entering this season, I tried to go very, very close to myself, like really be honest with my inner struggles and stuff. And yeah, so it's kind of this fine balance between a mechanical thing and a living being that has learned everything about humanity that's possible to learn. She's lived for 25,000 years. She remembers everything. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, I saw that little.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
But yeah, so I find it I find it very fascinating to balance between those two things.
I agree. Perfect. Well, that's all I have for you today. I had a lovely time talking to you, and thank you very much.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you,
I
so
didn't
sorry.
do anything. I wasn't
Very
doing
good.
anything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Pilou. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. My name is Sandra. I'm with the Nocturnal. I want to start off by saying congratulations on season 3. You're new to season 3, and many may know you for your past projects that you've worked on. For example, like the Game of Thrones. For example, stepping into this character for season 3, since you are stepping into the role as a new character, the Mule, what can you tell us about this character that you are portraying for season 3?
So the Mule is in the books of Asimov, of course, and therefore he is in this season as well. The mule, what is he? What is the mule? The mule brings chaos. The mule brings hate and love and devastation and evilness, a hope as well, a hope for a new tomorrow for him and his companions.
Yeah.
He's 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 kind of complex. Have you seen the 9 episodes?
I've seen a couple of them. Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, the entrance was insane. Like you had a very powerful entrance.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I've been extremely lucky as an actor, having
yeah,
great entrance into big TV shows in the past.
yeah,
And I can't say that it's. I can say that it's the same on this one as well. The Mule kind of sets the tone for season 3, what to
yeah,
expect,
exactly.
and it was just so joyful being part of a. Well, let's be honest, one of the biggest shows in the world at the moment, and being such a significant character in
I
this season.
agree.
So I feel very lucky and very blessed.
Perfect. As a follow up, I mean, when you step into a new role, many might like encounter some challenges or obstacles when stepping to a role. Were there any challenges you faced or obstacles with the mule?
No, not really. I've done quite a few villains in my time, and in season 2 he was portrayed by Michael Persbrandt, who's an incredible Swedish actor.
Yeah,
I'm Danish, and we Danes, we think we do everything better than the Swedes. I don't know
yeah,
if I've done that with this role, but I gave it my best shot. It's always challenging coming on board on something that is so established. But David
exactly.
Goyer was an incredible showrunner. He really helped me. The writers were phenomenal. And the crew had been doing it for so many seasons, so they were so professional and sweet. And then, of course, the cast, working with Jared and Lou and Lee and Brandon and Cody and Shinove and Thomas. I can mention 1,000 names. It
Yeah,
was really, really fun being in Prague for a lot of months.
exactly. Yeah, that's always fun joining like um, a new show and just meeting like everyone in the cast. It's always fun.
Yeah, but it's also good for the cast that they
It is.
bring
It is.
energy. You're bringing in something else, a different vibe, and
Yeah.
you can either bring bad energy or good energy. And
Yeah.
the way I like to work is that I'm a tourist in Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
got
have
the best energy.
yeah, I have to enjoy the ride. Also, I don't want to be there. It's such a
Exactly.
lonely job being an actor. You're staying in hotels, you miss your wife, you miss your daughter, you miss your friends.
Yeah.
So it needs to be fun.
Exactly. Because you're
But
constantly moving. So
you're constantly on the fly, yeah.
yeah. Um, Perfect. How important is the mule, the character that you're portraying this season? How important is he in this season?
I think he's pretty important. I think
Yeah.
he's one of the key players. I would go as far as to say that if there weren't any Mule, there wouldn't be any season 3. He is the main antagonist of the show now,
Exactly.
and he's here to cause trouble. He's here to
Hmm.
burn down Foundation and Empire, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he is. Um, Perfect. Another question I had was for those who are new with the show and are not familiar with the show and are somehow interested in watching the show this season, based off this season, why should someone watch this show?
I think they should go back and watch the first season and second season and third season. But each season is also like a standalone episode because they're jumping so much in time.
Exactly.
Truly inspired by Asimov's books, where that takes 1,000 years, those books,
Yeah.
And we're doing the same with this TV show that you can jump 50 years, 100 years, 200 years. The main cast is still the main cast, and we
Hmm.
supporting cast members, we get to add our little flavor to the show.
Yeah.
This one is probably, if I have to answer honestly, and I have to because else I would be lying,
Yeah.
this is probably the most simple season, the most straightforward storyline. We have established the two worlds, the Foundation and the Empire, and we
Yeah.
have now a common enemy in in the persona of the Mule.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's not as philosophical as the previous seasons. It's more
Yeah.
straightforward, and that might help a new audience to get intrigued, that they know, oh, wait, that's the bad guy, that's the good guy. And then gradually throughout the season, those things will change. And when you go back and you watch season 1 and season 2, which again, I would recommend watching first, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of theories, a lot of math.
There's a lot that happens between each season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You would be intrigued. But I feel like this season is one of those seasons where people are going to go like, I knew the show was great, but this is awesome.
Yeah. I agree.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like the cinematography in this and like just the visuals, it's very crazy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun to do.
I mean, I'm sure, especially with the new show.
No, it
thank
was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Hi, Cassian. Hi, Terrence. How are you?
Hi,
Sandra,
Sandra,
hey,
hi.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
First of all, I want to say congratulations on season 3. Now that that's going to be released soon. I wanted to start off with Cassian. You're returning back to season 3 playing Brother Don. What is something that is new that you learned about this character that the viewers will see this season?
I think the main thing that viewers will see this season is the fact that in previous seasons, Dorn has been unsure of himself and standing on the sidelines of Empire and observing from the outside and realizing he can't really have power from within, so he has to find it elsewhere.
Exactly.
And tends to lead with his heart instead of his head and fall in love with girls that ruin his life. So thankfully, this season, he is a much more confident, steady, determined man who we see turn into Brother Day. This season is really watching Dawn become Day, and as a consequence, I think you're going to see a very different Dawn to the one you've seen in previous seasons.
Exactly. This question is for both of you. What is the most important part of your guys' characters in terms of the relationship you guys have?
I think the most important part of my character in terms of our relationship is that I see Dawn get to the middle throne to rule.
Yeah.
That I believe he is I have a line, and he reminded me of this line, that he's the best of us. This Dawn is the best of us that we have. And I want to make sure to preserve the Empire, that he gets to the middle throne. So everything I do is geared and strategically, done and placed to make that happen. But of course, things turn out differently.
I'd say on the other side of it, I think there's as much as I'm trying to be strong and take on this new power, there's a gentleness that comes with Dawn and his relationship to Dust, because I think the ascension from as soon as we start the season is really near. And he knows that he's going to die. I mean, I can't even imagine what that would be like just for normal human beings, knowing that, oh, okay, well, my parent or a member of my family is going to die in X number of days, and it's sort of a ticking clock. And so I think he looks to Dusk for counsel and tries to get as much advice and wisdom out of him before he goes, but also tries to be as kind and loving as he can be, knowing that death is coming and there's no way of stopping it.
Exactly. I agree. This question's for Terrence. Playing Brother Dusk, you obviously portray a different personality in a way because your character portrays different experiences, obviously the different age and perspective. Would you consider yourself to be similar to Brother Dusk this season, or do you see yourself as maybe Brother Day or even Brother Dawn?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I think I see myself as both of them, having ruled in the middle throne in previous years and having been a Dawn before. So I have the wisdom and the experience of knowing what it feels like to be in that middle throne, but watching how they deal with those respective thrones is what's both alarming and, in his case, the most sort of heartening, that he is going to be smart and the right guy to be there, not Lee Pace's day character, who's a despot now and a drug addict and just doesn't want to be anything. But I have a question. You know, we were just talking about there's 10 days left before dusk becomes darkness.
Darkness,
Does the whole season 3 take place in 10 days?
Thereabouts. But it's very much a time squashed amount of time.
I was going, wow, that adds to the whole. We're really
It does add.
right.
It does.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, I mean, this is spoilerific, but obviously you don't submit to
Right,
darkness.
right.
So I think it's more than 10 days.
Right.
But the season it's
tighter.
almost real time. It's like
It's almost real time.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Just
No, that's perfect. That's all my questions I have for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
You too. Hi, Lou. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Sandra, and I'm for the Nocturnal. I want to start off by saying congratulations on season 3. And I want to start off by saying how different is your character, Gaal, from the past 2 seasons, and how has she evolved for this season?
Yeah, Gail's come into her own this season. She is taking control. She is becoming a woman, an adult. She is taking everything she's learned and lost and using it to be a leader and to have people follow her, and she's accepting that responsibility, which I think is great. And it was just really exciting to get to play her in a different light and play that evolution. It was, I was so happy to get to have the opportunity to do that.
Perfect. Obviously, it's a new season. When there's new seasons, there's new characters. Is there a specific character this season you enjoyed working with? Maybe specifically on screen or even professionally?
I mean, both Brandon and Troy were wonderful to work with. I mean, Troy, it's so special working with Troy because it's a different language, right? You're with screening, and it was so inspiring and so interesting to get to do that, and to even get the opportunity to learn how to do that was amazing. And it really gave me a lot of insight on like how much more us hearing people do need to like it's just so much simpler.
Exactly.
And then getting to work with Brandon, I mean, I've been dying to have a new close connection for Gaal, and it was just really fun and really sweet, and it's kind of heartbreaking and beautiful at the same time. They're just kind of 2 ships passing in the night, but like when you see them together, it's really so special. So it's nice that you get to see that side of her again.
Exactly.
I haven't seen it since season 1. So
Exactly. It's always good for a return. A specific relationship that I want to highlight is Gaal's relationship and Hari's. They have a very special dynamic and relationship involving like a mix of mentorship, trust, betrayal. What does their relationship look like in season 3?
yeah, I mean, all of that still exists.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable, and I think they both know that. But I think they both know now that it kind of comes from a place of protection of each other, more so than trying to like get a leg up on each other. You know, they kind of now on an equal playing field. They are allies. They are, you know, friends, and they trust each other. It feels like. And then obviously she encounters Dr. Seldon, which is a different dynamic because it's someone she knows and feels like she knows and looks like someone she's loved and known, but isn't. So it's fun. It was fun to play those 2 sides and to have those 2 dynamics with like a character that looks the same.
Yeah, that's always fun. My last question for you is returning into the role of Gaal. Is there any parts of her that you see yourself in?
Yeah, I mean, she's loyal as hell. And I think that I'm a Capricorn, so that's something
Oh my God, same.
Yeah, that's something I've got in me, and just a little bit hard-headed actually. She's a bit obsessive, and I can be that way too. But yeah, no, and there's stuff about her that I've tried to instill in my life just because I think it's honorable to be the way she is and to want to do stuff for the greater good, and that's just really inspiring.
I agree. I feel the same because I'm a Capricorn.
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations again with season 3.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.